Hello, Judy here from Thistledew Creations. Today we're packaging up some Halloween Happy Mail for Facebook group Junk Journal Europe, and my swap partner is Marieke Za from Germany. And so I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. But I want to show you what I'm sending her and how I'm going to package it up. So first thing I'll put on the bottom here is I've got a sheet of this green ledger paper that I have coffee dyed. And the reason I'm sending her that is because I'm sending her this pouch filled with stuff and some of these napkins. So I thought she might want to make her own. So and then it'll give it an extra layer of protection for all this stuff. A couple of pages out of a children's activity book for Halloween will go in there. And then I'm going to put this pouch down first. So this is a pouch that I did in a video, I believe. I did a video like this. And so it's just one of these pieces of paper that I put the napkin on and then folded it up into a pouch and just did like a rough cut swoop in the front and inked it. And so what I'm tucking into that is a bunch of papers. Now, some of these papers, like this is a piece of cardstock. It's actually off the front of a paper pad. So I just cut to a part that she might be able to use. And I'm including that and a bunch of Halloween papers. This is also from that same paper pad cover. And then just some pieces of scrapbook paper that I've cut so that they'll fit in for mailing. And some of them are two-sided. Some of them are white on the back. I think this one's two-sided. So she'll have lots to play with. This is more from that paper pad cover. But I've used all of these kinds of little square and rectangular images in my clusters and stuff before. So I thought, well, I can certainly send that along. And this is from that same pad. And then this is from a different paper pad with the foiled images. And so all of those fit nicely into this little pouch. So that'll go on the bottom. And then I have one of the dollar store baggies, treat bags, I guess they are. And I've filled it with some things. I'm going to leave it like flattened. Like I'm not going to try to open it up. But I've got sort of the offcuts from some of those papers in there. I've got one piece that I folded up. And I've got some of the smaller pieces of scrapbooking paper, a magazine clipping, some even smaller little strips and stuff. And then this is, again, glittered Halloween and some Jolly Roger stickers. And then this is just a piece of Amazon brown paper that came inside the box. And I did a video where I did this inking and stamping. So I'm sending her one of those, and I've signed that. So those fit nicely in this little bag. I always like to put something inside a bag when I'm giving a bag. The bag itself is a present, but then the stuff inside it is also the present. And then this one I did, I've done a lot of fussy cutting out of these bags. So this one I did a Halloween journal, which is complete, I believe. And so there's a series of videos on making that journal. So Marieke, if you would want to make that journal, you've got at least the cover for it. And then you've got lots of materials too. And then I've got 3 types of Halloween ribbon in my stash. So I'm giving you a little strip of each of those, and they fit in the bag once everything else is in. A couple of eyeballs that I fussy cut out of some scrapbook paper. And then I've got a little book page pouch that's filled with Halloween words and phrases that I've fussy cut out of magazines and scrapbook paper, and so just an assortment of those. This is one of the cats that was off one of these bags. Actually, they'll fit in that little pouch, so I'll stick them in there. And then we've got some more of the cover from the scrapbooking book. Stick these in as I go. And then some more scraps, more of for that cover. And, oh, I was going to put in, oh, I can put this. This is off of the bags. This is all the different designs that the bags did come in. And I'm going to give her my 2 little micro notebooks that just aired today. It's October 10th today, I think, or 11th. And so I'm going to give her those 2 so she can make some. And then I'm going to give her 2 more of these in case she can't get them where she lives, so she can make a couple. So that's getting a little full. I have 2 more little things to put in there. Some witch's hat and cauldron glittery stickers, and some more witches stuff, witches that are spider webs, cauldron, brooms, hats, that sort of thing. So that all fits nicely in that little bag. Actually, those little booklets are making it a little thick. Be careful how I put them in there. And I guess that stuff can just stay loose because it's going to be hard to get down in there. And then I'm sending her one of my waterfall notebooks with the little skeleton skull and the little bone. And this one's got a hanger. I've signed it and put my Thistledew Creations on there. Well, hopefully you watch the videos and you can see your gift on film. And then I've got one of these gift boxes that folds flat, and it's got the black cat and the spooky graveyard and happy Halloween. So that'll be fun for her to play with. I used one of these in my cat journal. And then I've got one of each of my Halloween napkins. So we've got the skull. There's 4 skulls. And then I tore the backs off of all these napkins, and this one leaves a ghostly image. So I'm including that as well, because that can be quite fun to use. And then the boo. I think I got these ones at a pharmacy, Pharmasave pharmacy in Ontario. And this one is from the Dollar Tree, I believe, or Dollarama, one or the other. And then we found these in my mom's stash on Tuesday. So I'm giving her one of those. That's actually a Kleenex or a facial tissue. But cute little pumpkins. And then I've got one of these journaling cards that I made with the napkin. And then I've got 4 little book page pockets filled with little pieces that she can use to make her own cards or whatever she wants. So a little bit of the things that I've fussy cut over the last few months. Different theme for each pocket. And then the spider one has an assortment in it. It's got some stars, some eyeballs, some bats, some spider webs, and one of my Halloween artist trading cards. Again, signed and with my Thistledew Creations on the back. And then the last one here is some orange pumpkins, which I believe are die cuts and that I got in a swap. So I'm just sharing the joy. And then I just put a little cutout on there. And this is getting pretty thick, but I think I can put this here up at the top so it doesn't get thicker. And then the last few bits that I've got here is some black lace and some gauze. I use the gauze to make the little ghost cards that I do. And some orange machine knitted, but orange lacy fabric. And that was off of a shirt that I bought specifically to cut up for this Halloween stuff. So that's what I'm sending Mariki. If you wouldn't mind, if you're watching, just in the comments, if you can somehow spell it out so that we would know how it sounds, that would be very nice. And then what I thought I would do to package it was to make my own envelope. So I I'm going to take one of these and fold it in half. These are fairly thin cardstock that I get at Dollarama. Talk about them all the time. Come on a pad. And I'm just about in need of a new one. And then I thought I would take the black cardstock that comes in the same pad to make my actual envelope. It's not quite tall enough though. What am I going to do there? I guess I can add a third one and make it work. And then the black paper can become part of her happy mail as well, because she can use that for Halloween projects. I just hope this gets to you in time for you to use it this season, because it's coming all the way from Canada. I think I'm gonna do a fold here, and then I'm gonna overlap it at the back by about 1.5 inches, and then I'm gonna do a fold here. It's gonna be a nice thick cardstock envelope, and then this front piece will be sort of solid. So I'm going to glue that back first. I think that's about as flat as I can get that. I'm going to use the Beacon 3-in-1 just so that it dries fairly quickly. I'm just going to overlap that, trying to keep it straight. That stuff grabs fast. Actually, I think I'm going to do a double fold at each end to give it some like thickness. So about 5/8 of an inch or so. Sorry, didn't mean to knock you like that. Now, when I fold that around, it's not exactly even on each end, but I didn't measure, but it'll just be able to kind of enclose it better. And then we'll put this one on the top again with the glue. This is kind of I'm going to go right along this edge, and then I'm going to go kind of like this. I'm moving a little fast, it's not putting very much on the page. And then I'm going to go right along this edge. And get that glued. I might have to see here. I have to cut some off of that or fold it in. Just going to cut some off. Fits good if I don't try to control the thickness. But the way I had it, it was just a little bit long. See if that does it. know it would be easier to just use a padded envelope, but I kind of just want to give her more paper to play with. So then here, hey Mama, that's my little kitty, wanting out I think. I just gave her treats before I started the video. She always wonders, I think she just wonders who I'm talking to. And then again, I'll do this edge. And I'm going to pull it kind of tight. I don't want it any thicker than it has to be because size matters when you're shipping overseas. And then I was just going to tape the edges, but I think I better reinforce it with more cardstock. So I'll use more black just to keep it all kind of Halloween. And it's adding weight, but it's also adding materials that she can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these in half. And then I'm going to stick them inside. And then I'll tape. So this edge is really well protected because it's got that beige cardstock too. Maybe I'll stick another piece on the other side. I got to get more soon anyway. And that'll protect the green ledger paper. There. So I'm going to tape that edge, and then I'll figure out an address label, maybe something spooky looking. Probably on the brown cardstock, maybe with some stamping or something. I'm just going to keep this kind of minimal. But the really good quality clear packing tape will hold well. And she won't be able to use every bit of that black paper, but she'll be able to use quite a bit of it. And that might cost me, my guess would be that it'll cost me about $20 to send this, just because it's fairly heavy, but it'll make her fairly happy, I would think. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Most of all, have a spooky day and do a swap. They're so much fun. Thanks for watching.